I think they're dead. Fuck you, Brock. I think they're dead. They're not alive. It doesn't matter. They're not coming back. If they did,
and while we're at it, Pepe's dead too. Moshi mosh, okashine! To all of my Nakama out there, welcome to our review of One Piece Chapter 1070, The Most Powerful Beings.
Which are the Seraphim, apparently.
Apparently they're the Seraphim.
Even though Luffy just goes fucking ham in this chapter.
Holy cow, what a chapter, man. I'm always down for more of the Looney Tunes shenanigans, and this chapter delivered. Oda brought my boy Lucci back. I was so afraid we could possibly cut away and do something else, and nah, I'm happy that we got some more of that good, sweet Luffy versus Lucci action. But before we continue with our review, one more request of all of you. If you like this content and you want to see more, please subscribe, like, comment, chat with us. We reply to most comments. Honestly, I think every comment we've seen so far.
We can do it for a bit.
Please interact with us. We love it. We love to hear from you. Let us know what we can do better. Let us know what you love. If there's any of that, just give us your thoughts.
Make a request. We can add.
By all means, add your thoughts on this chapter.
Yes,
please.
Please do that. Actually, we want to interact.
Ring the bell so you get notifications when we upload, because we upload at least 3 videos for every chapter.
Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm. So, alrighty, with that out of the way, let's just jump right back into reviewing 1070.
Sentomaru disappointed me this chapter.
In what?
Sentomaru was such a fucking force and threat pre-time skip to the entire Straw Hats, showing advanced armament hockey where we had never seen it before. Yeah. And my man got diced and sliced, much like Lucci did by Luffy, but still, I had such high hopes for my big axe man, and that guy went down.
Don't get me wrong,
down.
I can agree with that, because it's like, I understand wanting to show how much Lucci has improved since the last time we as a crew had dealt with him. And this is, it's sad for Sentomaru, because genuinely of like Straw Hat antagonists, I kind of like the guy.
Yeah,
I kind of do.
Dude, was it Sabity?
Because also he's honorable enough. Because also like the return to Sabity, like he puts some respect on Luffy's name when he takes out
PX whatever 5.
No, Demalo Black. The fake Straw Hat.
Oh yeah, that guy sucked.
Yeah, when he takes him out, he's just like, Straw Hat would never act like scum like you. He at least understands that like while Luffy is a pirate, he's not like other pirates.
It's also that old anime trope where like as soon as you're friendly with a past fucking antagonist, they get weakened by so much.
It's that meme of like it's tough. The boss character when you fight them, and then the boss character when you unlock them to play,
and they join your fucking crew. You're like, where did all those abilities go? And it is funny because Sentomaru did say, I thought I blocked it. Clearly Sentomaru, with the flashbacks were shown, was doing something. But we're trying to power scale Lucci right now, and we're showing how absolutely devastating he is. And going right through everything that Sentomaru puts out, which he was a hyper-defensive,
Lucci's defeat definitely put him on a path to, like, I need to be better in every way he can. And I love that, like, and this is where I'm okay with Sentomaru being beaten, because then afterward, Lucci doesn't get a hit on Luffy. And that is just, like, such disrespect to the man who almost like killed Monkey D. Luffy. One of the few.
He used to be, a really insane antagonist, and Oda's just letting us know, hey, he is an antagonistic force, but he's not one that Luffy needs to worry about anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe he can fight Zoro, maybe he can fight Sanji. I personally think they will also destroy him, but like, now I could actually honestly see, I think it was Kat who said, a Robin versus Lucci. Now I'm like,
right?
You know what?
Right?
You know what? Maybe now that is a good fight.
Also, I am not currently caught up with the anime. I know Demonia...
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
it's all
cool.
Good.
I know Demonia has been revealed in the anime. That's the only spoiler I know currently of it. I'm like 6 episodes behind.
I mean, we know all the spoilers, really.
Yeah,
how pretty they are.
Exactly.
Not so much.
if it is revealed now as of the anime that is armament hockey on Demonio, maybe like seriously, like I can agree with Kat to a point of like maybe Robin fights Lucci.
Shit, it'd be a great final arc for her. To be like in the absolute collapse of like, you know, all of the CP and he being this terrible fucking force.
And not only that, but it'd be such a nice full circle. And I mean, we kind of got that with the whole Sanji calling out for her help back in Wano.
Such a good moment.
Like, it's such a good moment of like, hey, I can protect you now. Or I can do something for you.
Thank you for trusting me.
Yeah. Oh. So good. Oh. So good. And so, like, I would love for this moment of, like, Robin to reverse the roles, and it's like she's the predator in this situation, not Lucci. Because, yeah.
He finds her in a dark alley, and he thinks he's the beast. Bitch, she's a demon!
She's literally a demon. You're just an animal.
You're fucking dead, man.
Yeah.
But it could also really be a good fight if they, you know, if they are more equal in strength now.
Because if that's the other thing, is what if...
I would put Robin up there, though. She won.
Dude, I'm literally like currently I think she's my 5th place. Like she's in that like rumbling with I would say Frankie. No. Jinbe's definitely number 4 or number 3, depending on how you want to look at it. I'm not gonna start a fight about it here. But Jinbe's definitely like in that top 4. Robin is fighting probably Brooke and Frankie for number 5. Those are the people I would argue.
But if she has armament, that puts her above both. Because I don't think Frankie's ever shown it, and I don't think Brooke's ever shown it.
She could probably break General Frankie with her armament if she has it.
I mean, she can literally make arms appear inside of General Frankie, bro. Like,
dude, she could pull
you can't get away.
She could pull a literal Ant-Man from Captain America: Civil War, where she's got like tiny little arms, just like taking apart all the wires inside. Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be a really fucked up scene for Frankie. Just all of his, and it's funny because she grasped his balls at fucking Water 7. This is like the advanced form of it, where she's just taking him apart in pieces, like now fucking Virgo.
Now she grasps all of his wires. If you catch my drift.
Oh shit! But it's fucking Virgo, but it's Frankie's body parts. And it's like fucking Robin in Law's place. Oh,
that'd be funny.
That's tough.
I hope that never happens. I don't want them to ever actually fight.
They're friends.
It's all in good fun.
But here's my other thing. Now that we've talked about Sentomaru,
yes,
Luffy, in my opinion, and you can definitely weigh in on this, I think has completely lost control of his form for a bit here. I do not think Luffy is control. I think fully like Nika. And the form is kind of taking over here. The ice spun too hard?
I think that has more so to do with the amount of fun and joy that the form brings. And so, like, in his imagination, he was thinking of, obviously, like, an attack that was going to do what he wanted it to do. Mm-hmm. And I think, ultimately, like, the part that maybe he lost control of was just how much fun and joy that was going to cause. Because I'm also just thinking about this as the fact that, like, this sun god brings smiles to everybody who views it and sees it, including himself.
Lucci's not smiling.
Lucci's not smiling. Lucci is... Can I just say that... So Luffy is not intense right now. He's goofy as heck. He's kooky as shit, which is so... interesting because obviously some of my favorite moments are when Luffy actually gets like deadly serious.
Udon. That fucking speech he gave in Udon, dude.
This is just kind of interesting, and maybe it's because of the fact that he's not in a dangerous situation, because Lucci's just a fucking kitty cat that he's spanking all over the place.
And eating. And
trying to eat and spitting out rocks as like a freaking machine Gatling gun.
Nika Gatling!
Pretty much, man.
He's putting on sunglasses that don't exist.
God, conjuring them literally from his cloud.
Let me ask you this question, Berg. Sun God Nika can imagine a rock that no one can pick up. Can Sun God Nika pick up the rock? This is the ridiculousness of his fruit.
So the reason I have to say he can pick it up is because he can't do something that would contradict his own power. Obviously, within the forms of this,
deep, man.
Nika's not like an all-powerful, like, Jehovah, Jesus, whatever God, that we know of. That we know of within the series.
If Luffy read Kuma's Bible, who knows what he would turn into with the ideas in there, man.
Kuma shows up and radicalizes Luffy. It's like, hey, God so loved the world that he gave his only son.
I want to be the Pope now.
Screw the Pirate King. I'm going to be the Pope.
I'm going to be the Pope, guys. What? Luffy, this is quite the turn.
Everybody, that was his dream. That was the dream he revealed on the Sunny. I can only be the Pope if I become the Pirate King somehow.
I'll definitely get elected to Pope then. They can't.
And everybody's just like, that is such a stupid dream.
Luffy.
No wonder everybody's laughing at him. Because also, could you imagine Goldie Roger saying the exact same thing?
I will be the Pope.
I'm gonna be king of pirates, so I can be the Pope.
Once I have the One Piece, I will be the one Pope with the One Piece. But here's
too much Goofy.
Too much Goofy Luffy. But here's my fucking thing, dude. But like, I feel like in Gear 4, Luffy is deadly serious.
So specifically Gear 4.
Gear 4 specifically. He is deadly serious. He finishes his opponents off as fast as he can because he knows the time limit.
For the most part, yes.
It is intense.
Yes.
When he jumps in this form, man has no agenda. Man's just...
It's like he's legitimately trying to be as goofy as possible.
And do you remember last chapter where Vegapunk...
Go ahead.
Do you remember last chapter where Vegapunk mentioned that awakened Zoans, they can lose their
Tend to lose their mind, yep.
Right?
Yep.
And when he was pointing at Lucci, he was like, this is something different, right?
Yeah.
I think Luffy might honestly fall in the other category. And when he does master Gear 5 and can be serious in Gear 5, that's when I think he gets his final evolution. Just because you're awakened doesn't mean you've mastered your awakening. Whereas Lucci, I think, might have surpassed that. He's kept his mind, he's kept his wits, and he's not just,
Because that's the thing, I didn't get to discuss that with you and Brock last time, because, those impel down guards who are awakened, it's like they are mindless. They've lost themselves in their awakening, whereas Lucci has kept himself... I agree with you that Luffy still needs to master this. And so, like, I don't want to say he's fully...
It's a tough one.
No, and I don't want to say he's lost control, because a lot of these things seem intentional in how he's going about them. He is just very much using his imagination to do things that we have never even thought possible until Gear 5 was revealed.
Let me pose you this question. Do you think
I love your questions, Alex. I'm not being sarcastic about that. I'm sorry. That came across so sarcastic.
Let me pose this query to you.
Okay.
If Luffy went
Query me up. Butter me up with queries.
Lucci has also never seen Gear 4. In fact, Luffy just fully skipped it.
Well, I was going to say,
and went Gear 5 on his.
That was one of my predictions from 1068 for 1069. Nice.
He goes straight to fucking Gear 5.
5.
So Lucci doesn't even know what a Gear 4 is at this point. Do you think if he went Gear 4, he would have defeated Lucci here?
I'm going to say no.
Because
well, actually,
Because he clearly...
Because
this is perfect cell. This is perfect cell.
Basically.
As Gear 5.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think...
Because at this point, Luffy is just stronger than him in general.
He beat him with Gear 3 before, right?
So he beat...
The big... Well,
so
combination.
He punched him with that. Mm-hmm. The final move, though, was that jet Gatling that, smashed him out of the building.
My thought is if in Gear 4, he's got the best of both those worlds, especially if he goes Snake Man with Future Sight. I don't think Lucci has much of a chance. Personally, I don't think Lucci's stacking up to Katakuri.
Period. Lucci doesn't stand a chance against Luffy.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
I think if anything, Luffy's initial just like, let's just go Gear 5, not only was like a sense of, this is a past enemy who's giving me a hard time, I don't have time to be screwing around here, let's do the best we can.
It'd be funny if he couldn't go those other forms.
like it's like an Aang thing from Avatar,
right.
where like he has to unlock chakras to get the all cosmic Avatar energy, but Nika energy here.
It could be something like that. My thought was, though, that Gear 5 is so fun, why would he go any of his other forms? Or maybe all the other forms are blocked out.
Actually, that was the point I was about to make, sorry, was that also Luffy's a fun dude.
He is.
Luffy loves to be having a good time. Obviously, like, his whole thing with this whole adventure is like, I want to have a good time. I'm always going to try and go to the dangerous islands because otherwise what's the point?
Right.
So, like, ever since he discovered Gear 5, maybe he doesn't want to use anything else
we
because
don't have much
he
to
had
go off of.
The most fun with Gear 5.
But, like, he hasn't transformed into any other form up to this point. And it'd be interesting.
Because that's the other thing, is he was so serious with Kaido. And, like, don't get me wrong, he was having a good time.
Until he died.
A couple of times there.
No, but, like, that's what a lot of people theorize, is that he died and that's what awakened Gear 5 truly, because it restarted his heart. That was a thought.
No, and that's fair. Obviously, that was a theory I held to pretty...
I thought it was pretty fucking sick.
It is a sick theory.
It's a really good, cool theory. You can be Joy Boy, but you have to die first to truly appreciate life. Joy Boy. I don't know. But, like, it'd be interesting is if Luffy was like, oh, that's the best fucking form. Why would I ever do any of my other ones? That one's way stronger. I have the most fun. And it's like, maybe when he tries to go a different one and it just keeps going into Gear 5, he's like, this isn't as fun. Right? He, like, can't be serious. He can't finish off someone. And he's like, I have to grow. Because Luffy still needs to grow. We're coming into our final saga, yes, but he still needs to grow, right? It'd be interesting if Gear 5, the happiest and most joyful he's ever been, gives him a problem, because maybe in that form, like Sentomaru dying here, right?
I just can't get up my murderous urges.
It died with Kaido's murderous urges that I plummeted into nothingness.
Right.
Right out the story.
Right.
But that's the thing. I think it's a very interesting place we found Luffy, is if he keeps going Gear 5 and not getting shit done necessarily like Gear 4 and all the other ones, that could pose an interesting problem.
It's an interesting thought. I'm not going to agree with it fully, but I like that is a concern because we don't know the
Imagine
full...
he has to fight Aki Inu and all he can do is be jokes and gags. And Aki Inu doesn't play that shit.
So, I would almost, and sorry to keep bringing the Avatar comparisons to this, so I would view that as, if you remember,
Korra? Are you talking
No, specifically Atla. It would be the episode in season 1, The Deserter. The Deserter, with Zhang Zhang.
Yeah.
And so at the end... Aang beats Zhao by basically just joking with him and kind of like pissing him off, and he ends up, burning down all of his ships. I would see a confrontation between Luffy and Aki Inu. If Luffy cannot do a finishing blow, I almost feel like it would turn into like a Pyrrhic victory for Aki Inu, where like in essence he technically won, but it was at such devastating results to his own goals that what was the point?
Let me offer a counterpoint.
Go ahead.
The end of Avatar, when Aang has to be serious and deal with killing or not killing Ozai, and instead choosing a middle path of his own reckoning where he takes away his bending. So, right?
Yeah.
I see Aki Inu as way more of an Ozai, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I can totally see that. My thought process there, and we still need to confirm if Kaido is dead or alive.
Kaido left that one out there, Rhoda!
I'm still like... Can we know if he's in Impel Down? Is he frozen? Like, I really liked my theory of, like, that lava explosion made a sea stone island with him and Big Mom just trapped in it. And I thought that would have been so cool if they showed us that as a thing. And
Oda just got a drumstick.
Because if Kaido is dead, then that was Luffy's first confirmed antagonist kill.
Murder.
Like, he murdered Kaido, if that's the case.
Straight up, dude.
Like, obviously, the lava melted him. Lava killed him. Or whatever the frick. But the action that killed Kaido was inevitably by Luffy if Kaido is dead. So,
Brock, you're a huge fan of the fact that they're both alive, but you're not here right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and say they're dead.
I'm okay with them being dead.
I am perfectly fine with them being dead.
I kind of took the thing with Blackbeard's crew talking to Pudding as possible confirmation of like, oh, we're fighting Big Mom's killers, one of Big Mom's killers. So I'm kind of like, maybe she's dead.
That's the thing with me, though. Big Mom is the weird one for me because fucking Zeus is doing his own fucking thing. And I would think...
I still, to this day, will hold that is one of those weird devil fruits where just because the original creator of that homie is dead, that homie still lives. The homies that she created still live.
Well, now you're opening a can of worms.
I know.
Because I think that Mother Carmel is somehow alive inside of Big Mom, and there's this weird fucked up connection between the two where they share the devil fruit power, but she's still alive because her soul's in there, but her soul is inhabiting Big Mom's soul.
What if, in that same vein, she made homies out of like the dead corpses of those children, and they're just like all partying inside Big Mom's stomach?
Dude, fucking could be. I mean, at least the souls of them.
That'd be really fucked up.
That's why all of the fucking CP0s that are orphans and shit from Mother Carmel's are like soulless motherfuckers who just follow orders. Because anyway, Big Mom's the whole fucking thing. But yeah, I think they're dead. Fuck you, Brock. I think they're dead. They're not alive. It doesn't matter. They're not coming back. If they did,
and while we're at it, Pepe's dead too.
But let Kataguri go find Pudding and fight Blackbeard. That'd be cool.
I'm down.
I'm so down. Somebody needs to save Law. And somebody needs to tell me what's going on with Law so I can take his fucking hat off.
It's very hot in here,
not
so
cold.
I actually feel very sorry for him right now. Anyway.
Good Luffy talk.
Good Luffy talk.
Don't really know what's going on with the guy.
So, I think, kind of honestly in the control thing, if you and I are saying that Kaido is dead, I don't think Luffy meant to do it.
No, obviously.
And so, like, that's the thing.
He was having too much fun.
Yeah. And what if that's the ultimate like thing he doesn't understand about this is that he doesn't get to choose how strong that punch is.
I think there's going to be like I think an internal conflict between him and like the original Joy Boy, if like the original Joy Boy is Nika or some kind of weird fucking connection like that. Right?
Avatar spirits, devil fruit spirits, something like that.
Right? I think that would be kind of cool where he has to be like, no, I'm Luffy. I'm also Nika, but I am using Nika's power. It's not using me. Whereas in some of these scenes, look, it could be. Yeah, but that's me.
Something we didn't get to discuss last week. So the devil fruit things, like coming from wishes / desires for different paths of evolution and stuff. Specifically, I think he was referring to the Zoans at that point. But like devil fruits are born out of the desires of humans,
right?
Basically, that was what I read. That's what you understood, or like at least interpreted it as.
Yeah.
Is there a way that the devil fruit gets even stronger because of the desires? Because obviously with like Luffy's in his Gear 5, basically anything he imagines at this point, he can do.
Seemingly.
Motherfucker like ate the ground and then like I
made
just
guns,
like, spits that, makes goggles appear out of nothing just so he can look really freaking badass as he snipes Luffy with
kind
a
of
pipe.
insane what he's fucking doing right now.
He's crazy. Can that get even stronger because of desire of that user?
My assumption would be yes. Here's the thing. Lucci looks like Luffy, but like the opposite. And I don't know.
Like a god cheetah.
Yeah,
leopard
literally.
snake.
Like, this isn't supposed to be what the awakened Zoans look like, but he got there. Yeah. And I think it's based out of his desire for bloodlust and whatever else fucked up shit's going on in his head.
Destruction, black flame.
Right, but he's like, I'm not going to be just a monster.
Amaterasu.
I'm going to be a monster that can think and can, do that shit. So that's what he became. In the same vein, I think Luffy also has all of this shit, but I think the caveat to it is maybe, he doesn't necessarily have all the control, but it's always going to be good, crazy, fun shit for him.
No, of course.
But yeah, I think if you dream it and your fruit becomes it, you can get there. I don't think they can all do what Luffy can do. I think Nika's very, very special.
No was not in the book.
It's not even a fruit.
Yeah,
I guess. There's like so many encyclopedias at this point. Blackbeard has mentioned one. Vegapunk has mentioned one. Sanji read one. Like, what the fuck are they? Who wrote these? What's with the devil gum fruits.
And was it the government who wrote it, and that's why the gum fruit's not in there? Because obviously it's not the gum fruit.
No.
It's the Hito no Mi.
Fucking Shanks made that shit up. There was no gum fruit, I think. That's the thing, right? He's just like, Luffy, you ate the gum fruit.
Once again, was Shanks gonna eat that fruit himself?
I think he was gonna give it to Ace.
Or was he always grooming Luffy?
No.
Or no, like obviously he could have been either grooming Ace or he could have been grooming Luffy. I don't know.
I think he wanted to give that fruit to Roger's kid.
And I mean, we've discussed that before. I remember
and
that
Luffy
theory.
fucking was mad and ate it, and he was like, yeah, damn it.
So also, let's actually talk about the chapter a little bit more. Sorry to go off on tangents here.
Yeah, tangents.
They're good.
Have them.
So obviously,
I've talked about Senzamara and I've talked about Luffy.
we still didn't see S-Hawk exhibiting any sort of devil fruit ability.
Devil fruits, but I am so certain he has to have one. Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you? Especially if you have all the Paramecias that have ever been impelled down at your disposal. Are you kidding me?
I would assume.
You know how many Don Quixote family members are in prison right now?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
None of them?
Oh my. Oh,
I know!
Wait, none of them?
No, like, you have all access to... None,
besides, like, Baby 5.
None of them?
Baby 5 is the only one probably not in
Yeah, but,
down.
like, that's the thing. The swordsman's already got his fucking cool-ass sword.
No.
I want to know who made the sword.
Good point.
It's a cool fucking... Is it a black blade? I don't know. But, like, looks like it.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, we at least confirmed Senor Pink is fine. Mm-hmm. He is safe.
We do know that Boa Hancock has Boa Hancock's...
just has Boa Hancock's fruit.
I'm thinking...
that was obviously...
I'm not going to give Oda too much shit for that panel. I think he probably just meant, they think she's really cute and kawaii.
Yeah, no,
and that's why.
fine. We obviously joked about it in our reaction. Yeah.
They are a danger.
You might want to bleep that out. I don't know if we should say that word.
Oh, they're not a danger. I'll bleep that out.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that. Yeah, Kuma's has his pop-off.
Well, that confirms when they popped over, remember?
Yep. Oh, yeah, duh. We already done that. Sorry.
But the Ursu shot.
Sorry, obviously it's been a couple of weeks since that one.
But he has the advanced techniques, which means he can also repel fucking ultimate body bomb.
But so, the thing that even led me into that was, so Boa's has, like, a personality.
Yes!
Like, they have personalities.
They are people.
They are people.
No, I do not think that CP0 is going to treat them like people.
No, of course not.
I think that actually shows a bit of the innocence of the Straw Hats. That little, you have my gratitude. So much nice to see a kind version of you, Hancock. Because obviously Jinbe and Hancock.
What if they develop souls? What if Vegapunk has, like, made souls?
No, I think they're people. 100%, I think they're people. I think they're essentially clones.
Uh-huh.
But because they're not Judge's clones, they are reminiscent of the people they were. Which is probably why S-Hawk is so cool and Jinbe is so like, meh, racism. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get that vibe. He just seemed intense. That's about it.
He's a fisherman kid. Like that was rough for them.
It is rough growing up in Fishman.
I mean, he still feels it. I mean, you see what he did to Who's Who?
It is rough growing up in Fishman Compton.
You really got to wonder who's who is now after what he did to him.
Alrighty. Can't believe they fit Atlas in that.
I know. Well, you just see the fucking hair, the afro.
No, I know. But I was looking at this panel. Just the size of her
Atlas
compared.
Is large.
Yeah. Anyway. Frontier Dome has been fortified. Troopers have infiltrated. Be on high alert. All lab workers remember to barricade the factory shelters properly. Is that going to be enough to keep them safe?
I definitely think they might use the lab workers to try to get the Vegapunks out. Like, we're going to kill your fucking lab members until you come down here.
That just screams hostage situation.
100%, dude. Maybe the fortification will be enough. Probably not.
I doubt it.
Though, don't forget how Vegapunk got out of there. Vegapunk teleported up to the fucking lab sphere. Yeah. Remember? So maybe he has a way to teleport all of them. Or maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm surprised this island is as populated as it is.
Also, okay, back to your point at the beginning of this review, the disrespect to freaking Sentomaru in this chapter. You have to hand it to him. Vegapunk couldn't ask for a better bodyguard. He literally got one shot. What are you talking about, Kaku?
Bruh. And Kaku's standing on him.
Yeah.
And then sitting on him in the next panel.
Yeah.
That's not... Kaku, you didn't even do anything. I love you, bro.
There's so much disrespect happening here.
What happened to you? I mean, You get a white hat and a white suit. You're like, oh, I sit on dead people. Yeah.
He never struck me as somebody who wouldn't do that.
He was honorable when he fought Zoro. Come on.
Like,
he
no, don't get me wrong.
Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's part of an assassin.
100%. But he didn't do that.
Fair. Maybe he had just some beef with Sentomaru.
I guess. Stussy finally takes her mask
Maybe
off.
his nose was longer and Sentomaru chopped it off.
Maybe. His very wooden nose. It's such a wooden little nose. Oh, fucking 2x4 on there.
Frankie's excitement is fun.
Love the Frankie excitement.
Bonnie's... and
she's still pissed.
This is something I can bring up in predictions.
You know, I with bugs.
Right. But Bonnie's thing about Kuma, like specifically turning him back into a human, could be happening soon.
Human or just get his memories back? I don't think he can go back fully human.
Depends.
I mean,
dude, bro made more humans
true.
Here, man. He could clone some organs.
I guess.
Back in
but is that the
places.
Same? And don't forget,
Ship of Theseus quandary there, my dude.
Vegapunk literally said, "I have something for Bonnie," and then teleported off when she was like napping. Remember that? So when she shows up, he's probably like, "Yeah, here's your thing. Now leave me alone."
Also, Stussy looking kind of cute here. I didn't actually even notice.
And she got the fire behind her too.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, that's a scary. Them with four Seraphim, dude.
It's a scary panel.
You know what's
interesting?
interesting?
We find out like that the Seraphim actually don't stand a chance against Straw Hat Crew.
Oh, 100% they do. They're literally named for the chapter.
Yes, absolutely. But I'm saying, what if somehow Straw Hats are like still able to go toe to toe?
You know what's really interesting about this picture? These are all warlords they haven't defeated.
Oh shit, yeah. Befriended those two, never defeated him, and definitely haven't defeated him.
So these are all like the undefeated warlords that we're facing up against. That's pretty fucking cool.
No wonder they didn't bring back S-String
Dofi
for
down,
me.
fucking, Crocodile down.
S-Sand, S-String, and fucking S-Shadow or
Moria
gone.
we defeated. Like, bro.
Dang it, man.
I know. Oda knows how to fucking write a fucking seed, dude.
Do you think that Boa, and maybe we mentioned this obviously back when she was first introduced, but do you think Seraphim Boa has conquerors and...
do these guys have hockey?
They gotta.
Bruh.
They gotta have hockey of some
Dofi
kind.
as a kid did.
Well, no, exactly.
But did Boa as a kid
But
have
I'm
conquerors?
saying because they're clones of these folks, do they have these inherently... Because it's not always a blood thing.
The lineage factor is the blood thing, right?
Yeah.
So they took the blood from Boa, they took the blood from Senor Pink, they took the blood from Kuma, I don't know what they did for fucking S-Hawk. But like, the blood gives them the devil fruit ability. Inherently, do they have the hockey of their...
The blood that they took for S-Shark obviously was from Senor Pink.
That's why, fucking S-Hawk can have who knows the fuck what crazy ass shit. He has the pop fruit.
Remind me, that was Gladius?
Yeah, fucking Gladius. Loved his design. Stupid looking fruit. It was a threat, but like he was just a weirder version of like what Mr. 4?
Mr. 5.
Mr. 5, the bomb guy.
Sure, yeah, with the boogers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like that's the thing. So, and here's the thing: we saw Teach. You'll have to go back quite a few chapters if you want to look at this up. But we saw Teach when he fought S-Hawk. He hockeyed up. He's like, what is the fuck? What is this? So they certainly have people using hockey against them.
Here's one other thing. Do you think there are multiple of each Seraphim?
No.
Okay, so
that's too much.
There's only a single S-Hawk. There's a single S-Snake.
I think with more resources, he definitely could. But as far as overwhelmed as the Straw Hats are now, I don't think we're introducing doubles of any of these.
Oh my gosh. I just realized. So, yes, they launched these 4, but they still have some more. They got it.
They could be on missions. I don't know. They mentioned, because remember, go back a couple chapters. Sentomaru says, yes, we have S-Hawk, S-Snake, S-Shark, and and they're returning S-Bear, right? They mentioned that those are the ones that they have on their side. Which means that I don't think the other ones are on Egghead specifically.
I am going to look that up now.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many chapters?
It's either 2 ago or 3
Let's
ago.
go Punk Records.
It's after CP0 showed up.
Okay.
And so I want to say 2 chapters ago, actually. Like, it showed up on the island. Because that's where, like, Sentomaru, you have to get these people prepared. Prepare the Seraphims.
Next chapter.
And that's the thing, too, is that Sentomaru had command of them until they took over. But all of the Vegapunks in the hierarchy, they have the ability to kind of get all of the Seraphim back on their side. So if they want the Seraphim back, they got to go down there. Because they will not listen over Transponder Snail, same as the 5 Elders calling in. Yes.
So, yeah, let's see.
We're deploying S-Snake, S-Hawk, and S-Shark. Entrust their command to Sentomaru.
It doesn't necessarily say that, like, we don't have...
Why wouldn't you deploy all of them, though, if you had them all, right? Sentomaru might still be alive. Unless those other 3 aren't ready. To be fair, and I don't know the longevity, but Jinbe was a warlord for a long time. So was Kuma, so was Mihawk, so was Boa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know in relation if the other ones even could be prepared. We assume there's 7 of them. We don't actually know. We've only ever seen these 4.
We assume that there's 7. I think there could be more.
Oh, I certainly think there could be more. I think Law could be a Seraphim.
Mm-hmm.
I think fucking Blackbeard could be a Seraphim. Bruh, I don't know how much of DNA we need, but there could be a Roger Seraphim, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
So, I think Vegapunk holds all the answers.
Cool.
Now, here's my thing about KIZARU. He is my boy. And I don't know if he's being as straightforward with this fucking phrase here at the end as we think so. On paper, that should make for a straightforward escape, but boy, are they in for a surprise if they think it'll be easy. We'll proceed as planned. I don't know if Vegapunk is here to destroy the Straw Hats or to defend fucking Vegapunk.
No, so you just said Vegapunk here. Okay, so you mean KIZARU.
I do not know what KIZARU is coming here to do. He could be to come to destroy the Straw Hats.
So you think KIZARU is a double agent?
I don't think he's a double agent, but I do think that maybe he might have a connection to someone that now that they're on the other side, much like Sentomaru, he could fucking go the other way and be like,
Don't get me wrong, he is Unclear Justice.
He's Unclear Justice!
And I don't see that happening.
He is so unclear.
I'm not going to say, like, 100% that's not happening. I personally just can't see it happening.
He has connections to Vegapunk. Why is he the admiral they send before Akinu even asks him?
So Vegapunk can't copy a Logia, right?
That's what he found it incredibly tricky.
It's really tricky.
Yes.
How the fuck does Kuma and all the pacifistas
and the Seraphim
have the pew?
Maybe
because everybody made a point. That is like KIZARU's laser.
I know. It's the same sound effect. This is the connection that KIZARU has to Vegapunk. And that is why I continually do not know where this man stands in terms of Egghead. He is the admiral that is going there. He's bringing lots of warships. He fucking has Sentomaru calling him uncle. Sentomaru calls fucking Vegapunk grandpa. They could all mean nothing. It could just be them being like, haha. But it could also be that they are a family. And that KIZARU is gonna kick Lucci so fucking hard and so far off the island. That would be so fucking cool. I do not know if I see KIZARU as a true, like, antagonist to the Straw Hats. Think about Marineford for a second. Mm-hmm. When Luffy got up on the scaffolding with Ace, he had a key. Who did KIZARU shoot?
The key.
The key! You're telling me this man who's an admiral who could have shot anybody on that platform, one in Seastone, he shoots the key?
The only thing, and I will still just defend this personally, and I know Brock and Kat would back me up on this, you're actually the only outlier to this.
That's fine!
I still am just like, if that is the case, Sabati is worse, in my opinion. Like, the defeat that they suffered at KIZARU's hand / Kuma's hand, like, obviously Kuma was there to help them. It's not as good story-wise to me. I would hate it.
I don't think that KIZARU is necessarily on the Straw Hat side of Sabati, so all of that is fine. But as soon as Vegapunk is no longer affiliated with the world government, and he's had this connection with KIZARU through all of these pacifistas. Do we see pacifistas throwing lava? Do we see them throwing ice? Do we see them throwing any other marine power? No! Just lasers. There is a connection there, man. And KIZARU and Vegapunk, there's an answer. And I think the one scenario that's kind of running through my head right now is a really fucking vague scene where Vegapunk appears, KIZARU appears, words are exchanged, we do not hear them, and then Vegapunk is shot through the chest by KIZARU, and everyone's like, oh, and then KIZARU just does nothing else and disappears. And it's like, what? I do not think this man ever takes a stand one way or the other. I think his entire point in the series is to be an unclear, absolute powerhouse that just doesn't... It's not because I love him, but I do love him. I do not see KIZARU being defeated, and the only way that I can see that happening is he's not a true antagonist to Luffy. Remember when he kicked Luffy? Luffy was down on the ground. He's like, at Marineford, right? And KIZARU's standing above him going, oh, strong.
To be fair, he literally always is like,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Who'd he kick? Did he kick him dead? He kicked him into whose arms?
Would have been
Whitebeard's!
Yeah.
He kicks him right to Whitebeard! Saving him! You're telling me an admiral of his power and esteem who could have just... Right? I don't know, man. I do not know. KIZARU is such an enigma. That's why I love the character. And if I ever find out the answer, I think I'll be disappointed. I genuinely...
He makes all these grand theories, and then obviously it's like, if the theory is not even close to like... That's grand.
Why did he fight Rayleigh for all that time and then just start talking to Rayleigh? Right? He didn't punish Kuma. He just was talking to Kuma. Like, my man didn't take into custody any of the fucking... None of the...
Supernovas.
None of the supernovas. Law was there. Kid was there. Fucking... Everybody... He arrested 600-something pirates. None of them important. This man is so fucking weird, and I fucking love it. Oh man, but yeah, I really don't know. I just know that there is a connection to Vegapunk, and ultimately, I do not know where that sways him. And if he sees Sentomaru, if he sees Kaku doing that shit to Sentomaru, I don't know what he does. Can you imagine? He just goes, "Oh, good," right?
Yeah.
My man has a connection with Sentomaru.
I don't know what his reaction to Sentomaru being on the ground.
You know? I just don't feel like if you're going to be a part of all these experiments with Vegapunk, get to know him after all these years, you're just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just here to make sure you're dead. You know? It's crazy. Yeah. KIZARU is such an enigma, and I fucking love it. And I don't know how he fits. He's a weird puzzle piece that you're like, I have all the pieces except for this one. I don't know where he fits. I don't know if he's a...
I mean, obviously, there are way more pieces besides just KIZARU, but, like, obviously that's a big one that, like... I can at least agree with you, like, he is a mystery.
Aki Inu did not know this man left already. Aki Inu tells this man what to do. He's like, oh, Aki Inu, should I go to Wano? No, it's dangerous. Oh, okay. Oh, Aki Inu, should I go help the Marines? No, I want you to guard the fucking guy. Oh, okay. Hey, where's KIZARU? He's left. What? He never, you know? My man's making decisions by himself. And my man is making statements like this.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of sick.
It's kind of crazy to me to think that, and I just read the note at the bottom of the chapter.
Yeah,
we didn't actually pay much attention to it, which it's just mostly just the Dawn being D-O-N or specifically D-A-W-N, Dawn.
Oda loves this fucking man.
There's just times where the wordplay is there.
Man knows.
But it's crazy to me to think, so Gear 5 was revealed in 1044.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
And here we were 1068 or 1069 that he just went, it was 1069.
Yep, nice.
He just goes full Gear 5 again, and like that is so crazy to me to think that it was only like 25 chapters in between.
Yeah.
Like,
and no other form in between.
Yeah.
Gear 5 to Gear 5, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I do love Frankie just fucking... Like,
dude, his nerding out on just like, please.
Ooh, look at General Frankie. Ooh, look at the Sunny. Ooh.
Please.
Like,
check out how I incorporated technology you've made.
If we really do get Vegapunk on the ship, like, proper to the next island, like, there's gonna be some fucking upgrades. I bet Chopper can master Monster Point with no bad side effects. I bet Nami's Climate Attack gets, like, an insane upgrade with Zeus enhancements and shit. Like, maybe he even gets...
Can you imagine what kind of stuff Usopp could get?
Oh my god, dude. 100%. Here's my other thing.
Usopp might go from, like, the weakest to, like, the second or third weakest.
Yeah, I think he definitely has a chance to over... I think if he masters his, like, insane observation hockey, if he ever gets to that, he'll be a real force.
Yeah. Hopefully they acknowledge that he still has observation hockey.
He should.
Because, like,
he did get snuffed a little bit in Wano.
He hasn't shown much... like, good stuff. And, like, don't get me wrong, Usopp's not, like, my favorite character, but he definitely deserves to not be shafted. Yeah, because, like, his last big moment was the reveal that he had observation back in Dressrosa.
You know, actually, it's kind of... We'll see if I leave this in. You know, Jesus got shafted, but then he got resurrected. So Usopp just has to get there. I think he has to get shafted. So he can come back stronger. We'll see if that makes it in. Last thing I will say about KIZARU, because it's the last thing. But this is the other way I could see him going down. And this is completely swapped with everything else I just said. I think Luffy isn't necessarily the best person to fight him. But sword and kicking are kind of what KIZARU do. So I could see that being like one of the best team-ups Sanji and Zoro ever have to take down an admiral together. Where like they both are like, okay, 1 minute, we'll fucking work together. And it's like, Zoro's got the sword shit, and Sanji's like stopping the kicks, and they're able to overwhelm him. That would be fucking cool.
That would also be just kind of a cool thing for Zoro, too, because obviously he was the one that was almost on the verge of death the last time.
100%.
KIZARU and them met.
Need some, absolutely need some redemption there. And that would actually
There's so many freaking parallels and things that we have to...
It would also put Zoro over Rayleigh at that point, because Rayleigh didn't beat KIZARU with a sword, despite that being his whole shtick, right? So finally Zoro with his 3 is like...
What if this time, the god of death is behind Zoro and KIZARU can, like, clearly see it? And he's just like, whoa.
He's like, oh, the god of death. Huh? What are you talking about?
Like, actually breaks KIZARU's face for once, where he's, like, actually like, whoa. He does, like, an Enaru face.
That'd be a nice parallel. People always compare those two.
Yeah. Anyway. I have nothing else to say unless you have any other...
The green blood is very interesting.
Green blood is interesting.
I think the rocket thing is really fun. If Oda ever makes like One Piece land, he's got to do. I think he's got to start with Egghead. That'd be such a fun amusement park, holograms and shit. Like, oh man,
we should make a reverse mountain ride.
Great.
Reverse mountain ride.
Yeah, I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
I'm so
just always hyped for more One Piece.
More One Piece.
I hate that we have to wait until the new year for it.
Yeah, Oda needs his breaks. I respect it. I hate it, but I respect it. I mean, it's not as bad as Hunter x Hunter creator.
To be fair, I just checked. He's on chapter 400, so it's not the worst. No shade towards Hunter x Hunter.
No shade! I'm actually watching it right now, and it's kind of fun. The Camel episode.
I have no knowledge of it, so maybe one day I'll check it. Cool. Alright. Well, with that being said, we'll catch y'all for our predictions for 1071. And then after that, we'll catch you for 1071 in 2 weeks.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas currently for those of you watching.
Subscribe for New Year!
Subscribe for New Year. Subscribe for Christmas. Give us the gift of 100 subs.
Of your views and comments.
And with that, we'll catch you next time.
Bye!